Hello and welcome back to another league racing video on F1. Don't even want to say the name or sort of, but yeah, F1 22. Joking. For anyone who has a go at me. Yeah, today it is WOR round. I couldn't even give a number, to be honest. I don't know. We're doing league race though on this game. Yeah, heading into Bahrain. Like always, well, usually not in PSGL, but like always in WOR, underprepared like no tomorrow. Did about an hour, and this is the first proper time I've drove this track since F1 Esports, like a good few months ago. So yeah, heading into it again. Can definitely fight for the win, even on low preparation. But a lot of the other people are on low preparation as well, like the title contenders, Nicholas Longe, Thomas Ronha. So yeah, it's not like we're the odd one out, like you'd probably be in PSGL, like I was in France, but here, not as many people practice so hard for it. I think they would if the game was enjoyable, but obviously it isn't, so no one really wants to. But yeah, this is my first Q1 run in the background. I think it might not be. I don't know. I edited this and I'm talking over it about a week after, so yeah, I until we get to the end of this session, I will tell you if it's the Q1 or Q2. It is Q1. Yes, because Thomas set the most ridiculous .2 banker in Q1. We slotted into P7 on a .6, which was enough to get through somehow. Not comfortably by any means, but yeah, it was enough. And we progressed into Q2. As you see here, my first Q2 run on a fresh set of tyres. Used run, we stuck at 7th, which is just fantastic. But yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. The used run always gets beat by like a second anyway around here, so yeah, it doesn't really matter about that run. But it's just nice to get the mental advantage of being first on a used run, to be honest. But yeah, turn 1, already a 10th up. So if we gain a 10th each corner, we're going to be about 2 seconds up. So yeah, you see there's easily going to be about a second up as we head into the final stages of this lap, I guess. 3 tenths up now. Not really hitting any apexes with any real speed, if I'm being honest. It's just been a bit dodgy. Pretty slow. Again, like I'm not even gaining to my used run hardly anymore. See that. Alessio goes to the top with 27.2. We're on for about, I don't even know, like I don't even want to say, it's pretty terrible. A 5.9 into the last sector, missing the corner, carrying decent minimum speed, but again not ideal because I completely missed the corner. Into the final corner now. After the 100 metre, get it turned in pretty nicely that time, to be honest, and then we're 6 tenths up to the line. Where's it going to put us? 6th.
I am slow.
As I say that, I am slow. That wasn't a horrendous lap, but it was just really under the limit. And again, when you don't prepare, you don't have that confidence to just send it into qualifying. Even if you mess it up, you're carrying speed and yeah. But now, this is the lap we need to get together. Into turn 1, missing the corner. 700ths down.
What? 700ths down? Serious?
And now we have to send it. We have to get a move on this lap now. Through turn 4. Nicely done. Gained pretty much all that time back. Into the middle sector. Carrying not enough speed actually. I thought that was pretty good, but it wasn't. Hitting the apex a bit better this time on the traction. Track evolution just playing a part there. That wasn't just me driving better, just track evolution. Into the downhill left. Missed the apex, but again, carrying more speed. Track evolution, got more confidence in the car that it's going to grip up. Now, into the final sector nearly. 600ths up. So it's looking okay at the moment because there's definitely a lot of time in this last sector. Equal to Andre Tarabukin. Good corner there. So now we're a 10th up, 400ths gained. Into the final sector, 4th gear, a little bit too much inside curb, but again, track evolution helps us out. We don't really lose anything. Up to the line, P8 it is, and that should be enough to get into Q3. As it is, again, it just wasn't very good. But yeah, we did a pretty good last sector, which carried our lap pretty much. But now this is Q3, our first run. We need to get a solid banker on the board to be going into the next run with a decent amount of confidence. Into turn 1, 3rd gear, good rotation, up to 4th. Oh my goodness me. That was horrendous. I forgot that happened, to be honest. So now our tyres are pretty much overheating for the rest of the lap. And we lost time. 0.3 first, you want to be in the 0.0s in the first sector. So, yeah, not ideal. But it is what it is. This is only a banker. Got to carry the momentum through to the last run, where it is usually your fastest run. Track evolution is at its highest. And you're pushing your max to get pole position. Yeah, not really much else to say about this lap except from the shite. Yeah. I actually went for a bit more of a race-esque setup, mainly because I knew I would just be struggling in qualifying. Like, no matter what setup it was, I didn't have enough to just get into quali, send it, and be on the front row. Yeah, up to the line, 27.3, P3 for the moment. So yeah, that's pretty promising, considering how bad it was. But now, this is where we need to get it together. We had a second to last car across the line, so track evolution is going to be very high for us, which is good. 8th gear, deep breath, into turn 1, 325 kph, getting it down to about 70 kph there, so it's a lot of braking to be done in about 100 meters. Out of the exit, we completely mess it up, so terrible start to the lap. Into turn 4, getting it hooked in, good minimum speed, and that was good. We saved the first sector a little bit with that. But again, a 1.6, that's all. Oh my god. I don't even want to commentate over this. This is horrible. Yeah, so 2.5, 3 temps gone on our lap already, which is always nice. Into the downhill left, turn 10.
Yeah, not ideal.
As I'm saying that, yeah, not ideal, because this was honestly dreadful. Like, honestly, so bad. Gained a little bit through there, which is nice. 0.6 into the last 6 high, so yeah, this is a pretty embarrassing lap if I'm being honest. No gain through there. Now we're just gonna have to send it into the last corner, gain as much as possible as we do. Pretty nice out of the final corner, a little bit of a snap oversteer, up to the line. What's it gonna be? A 1.17, which that put us 5th. That is mesmerising how that put us 5th place. We kind of peaked in the last sector if I'm being honest. But yeah, that pole up was definitely in there, to be honest, if we got it together, which is a surprise. I was quite happy with, but yeah, not ideal again. But now into the race, straight into it. We're getting ready for 5 relights, and away we go. Alvaro Carrot on the right. Luke Smith absolutely gets a horrendous start. And we're alongside, sending it around the outside. Luke goes for that gap,
Luke, you
which,
idiot, mate.
yeah, it kind of fucked us over pretty much, in short. And now we're looking for a move on Andrei Tarabukin.
No, you can't.
That's the thing people have. They try and get back over to the left, even though it's, if it means driving into another person, which is a little bit silly. But yeah, it's not obviously not just Andrei. Everyone does it.
I could have went better.
But yeah, we get the switch back on him, back up into P5. So we've held position. Obviously, Thomas Ronha, we do not want him to win. Neither Nicholas Longe, because they are our two, or Alvaro Carreton. If I'm being brutally honest, they are our 3 championship rivals, running first, second, and third. And to make matters worse, Thomas Ronha, who's first, is the closest. Nicholas Longe is the second closest, and Alvaro's the third closest. So, if Thomas wins, he's going to be overtaking us in the championship. If we win, we're going to be obviously still leading the championship. So yeah, we do need to get a move on. Obviously, I would like to clear Luke, just to have my eyes set on the guys ahead, the championship rivals. Luke's not in the championship, and he was really struggling for pace. He was, yeah, he got dropped by the guys ahead. So, yeah, our 3 championship rivals have pissed off down the road pretty much, and now we've got the task of catching Thomas Ronha, Nicholas Longe, and Alvaro Carreton by about 2 seconds, with less battery in all of them and no DRS. So this is going to be fun. You see it, now we're absolutely burning the battery into next week. Nearly dropping Luke Smith. You see it, 1 second on the dot now. But we've just got 0 battery now. We can't do anything. 1.1, 1.2, it's just going up and up now. Because we got no battery, we can't get close. But now Alvaro actually burns just up this straight to get us out of the DRS, which is absolutely horrendous for us. And now we're gonna have to wait another lap.
Oh my god, I hate.
As you see it, 1.1, 1.2, the gap's just going up down the straight. But now into the first corner, they've actually concertinaed up a little bit. So 9 tenths is the gap, and we should be getting it this lap, to be honest. 9 tenths up the straight, and we've got less dirty air. So we've done a good job here to get the DRS in such a small amount of time. Obviously, we had to burn a lot of our whole battery, a whole 60% to get in the DRS. But it just shows how quick we really were. If you see the gap behind, Tomek Paradzik that is, we've absolutely dropped them behind, so our pace was really good. And now it's just looking like a 6-horse fight for the win, until Luke Smith just stacked in a wall. Now it's a 5-horse fight for the win. That's actually Bent Sabo Conti actually, so we gapped him by about 4 to 5 seconds in only a few laps, so yeah, pretty solid. Up ahead, the 2, well, second and third in the championship are going side by side, but then a safety car comes out, and that is not what I needed. But now I actually waited a little bit back on the Delta to get right up close to Alvaro. We've done this absolutely perfectly. We're looking for a move on him here into the pit lane. Oh, he just didn't have enough speed. And if I got that done, then I would have honestly perfection. But obviously on the pit exit, Alvaro slots in just in front of us. We get slowed down for some odd reason.
Oh, there's no way. There's
But
no
yeah.
way. Oh my god.
You see, I was saying no way because I do not want Esteban Pookie coming out in front of us. That would be the worst scenario possible. Older tyres, and yeah, just separating us from the championship rivals. So basically, we have the top 4 in the championship all in the top 4 position. So this is going to be a mental sprint to the end of the race. We're looking to get right on the back of Alvaro because we need to get past him. You see, we've got a really good run. That was perfect. Now we're going to be tucking into the slipstream. Alvaro is going to go defensive early, which I think is a little bit of a mistake because he could have stayed in the slipstream a bit longer. We're here in the slipstream. We're going to fake to the inside, fake to the outside again. Get to the outside. Alvaro, fair. Completely fair from him. We're going to slot it up the inside. Little bit of contact, leave a little bit of room on the curb. And we've made the position stick on Alvaro Caraton, which is perfect for our race. Used a bit of battery, but we can gain that back. 10 laps to go, we're up into P3. Thomas Ronhard leading the way, Nicholas Longo second, myself third, Alvaro fourth. As it stands, Thomas Ronhard still is going to be taking the championship lead, but we've still got 10 laps to sort that out. So yeah, by this point I knew nothing was really going to happen. On to lap 27, this is where it's going to start kicking off. Nicholas up the inside of Thomas. Oh no, Thomas up the inside of Nicholas. Make a little bit of contact, a bit unnecessary contact there from both of them. And now we're looking for a move onto Thomas Ronhard, who's now looking for a move onto Nicholas Longue as it goes right to the inside. And I wanted to look for a switch back here. Can we get it? No chance. Basically, all I'm looking for here is a little bit of contact that they didn't want to have, and then we can get through onto one of them and then fight for the race lead. As you see here, up behind Longue, everyone literally following each other nose to tail. 75% in our battery, so I think we got a bit more than the guys ahead, which is good. Up behind Longue and Thomas, heading on to 28 now. This is when if you have battery, you want to be making the move because you can make the move stick and get a position and get a little gap on the next lap. As you see Longue here burning a little bit of his battery to get up close to Thomas. 3 tenths behind. We're 2 tenths behind him. We're making a little bit of a hash at the last corner, but yeah, Longue is now definitely going to be going for this move on Thomas. Sticks on the battery. Thomas going defensive. Longue to the outside. Thomas sticks it back up the inside. We're going to look for a little switch back onto Thomas. And now we've got it. This is the switch back we needed. We need to keep the battery on. I'm not sure why I turned it off. Looking back at this, I really needed to keep that battery on. I could have got in front of him. And that was just a silly error from me. And then we could have mounted an attack onto Nicholas Longue on the last lap. But yeah, that was just a bit of a misjudgment. I thought Thomas was going to stick on the battery, but yeah, we should have used back up the inside there. That was on me. And now, again, we got to refocus and just look for a move onto a little mistake from one of them to then have a move back up the inside or the outside on one of them. You see it, Thomas now, Longue in front, Thomas in second. We're going to use a bit of battery and turn it off quite early. Let these two ahead, battle it out into turn 1. Thomas sends it really late, he's flashing the battery. Longue goes wide, big snap of oversteer. We run into the back of him slightly, and now we're looking for a move on him. He swipes across us quite aggressively there. Alvaro now looking for a move off the inside. We do not want to let Alvaro through because he is a championship contender as well. But Thomas actually did get a penalty, a 3-second penalty for that move. So that is absolutely perfect for us. There's no way he's going to be pulling 3 seconds on us, and he's going to be dropping down to about P8 here. So yeah, not ideal. And well, for him anyway, ideal for us, absolutely ideal for us. As Thomas trying to sprint his way as much as possible to create a gap to Nicholas, so Nicholas can't come back at him.
Oh,
As you see here, Nicholas is flashing, but obviously we just don't have enough. Into the final corner for the final time. Thomas Ron Harper provisionally going to take P1, but it is Nicholas Longgate that wins the race, and we come home in P3, which ended up being P2. And we lead the championship going into Jeddah, which is perfect. Jeddah
bruh.
will be out soon. But yeah,
Like,
GG to everyone. It's going to be a really good battle between the top four, me, Thomas, Nico, and Alvaro for the championship. At the moment we're leading, but obviously it's going to be hard to keep that momentum going. As they're all really insanely quick drivers. But yeah, that is it. Appreciate everyone watching. If you could like and subscribe, comment if you want. Have a go at me, I don't know. But yeah, appreciate everyone watching. Yeah, stay tuned for some more content in the future. Cheers.